Mic check, mic testing one. Check one. Kali wakasinga. Mic testing 1 2. Yamagala kana kali ko green ones. Kali. Which one? But the media is saying this one is better. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. That one is better.
Okay, let me attempt to use both of them somehow. Ila kaluya nende kano kubaka nina red wansi kanaka green gamba kabulamu. All right, we want to welcome everybody that has joined us, leaders at various levels. Thank you for making time. You know, whenever our leaders with us, it strengthens and encourages us. Of course, some are not able to join us because there is work that ought to be done elsewhere. But those that have joined us want to appreciate. Thank you for coming. There are some that I saw coming in late. Yono Bukatabazi from Kalungu, thank you for coming. The chairman of Butambala, never put a chairman. The chairman. Tambala, thank you for joining us. Who else came in much later? Anyway, everybody, you are welcome. Now, two things. One, yesterday in Parliament, I raised an issue together with our colleagues in Parliament regarding the wanton abuse of the law, the selective application of the law. We have been seeing several regime functionaries clad in UPDF military attire for a very long time. We have seen them, members of parliament, the other day, Lydia Nabe, Peter Obuang, there's another one, Christine Lamwaka from Somero, severally wearing UPDF attire. There are also some fellows, I'm told they are supporters of the regime, whom we see, the underminers of this world, the Gachumbas, I don't know what they do exactly, but they are around. Also wearing UPDF military attire. Now, we know that there are several of our supporters who have been in jail for a very long time, 3 to 4 years, simply because, as has been alleged, they were found with military stores. Now, what they call military stores is our red berets, which berets have got our mark, People Power and NUP. But the APDF said that beret looks like our beret for the military and so on. So because it looks like ours, they have arrested, like theirs, as they say, they have arrested some of our people. The Olivia Lutayas of this world, Ssenyonyi, the Machetes, Rashid Segujak, it's a plethora of people. There are many of them. The ones I'm mentioning is because their names have been a lot more pronounced. So these people were arrested because they were wearing something that apparently, allegedly looks like UPDF wear, UPDF attire. And they've been kept in jail for about 4 years. Meanwhile, there are these ones who are wearing the real thing, the real UPDF attire. And I saw this man who speaks for the UPDF tonight saying, they have apologized, they have said sorry, and so we have ignored them. That cannot work. That is totally unacceptable. And we are demanding, number one, and we shall not stop demanding, for these are people to be with this, because they do not have any offense they have committed. In fact, now it has become clear they are being held on to simply because they don't support this regime. Because now we have people who have committed the real offense, and they are not denying because the APDF is saying they have said sorry. So they concede. We demand that these people be locked up. They are the ones supposed to be in jail. They are the ones supposed to be in the jail cells where Olivia Lutaya and all these other people are. And that's something we are not going to keep quiet about. So it is not acceptable that we can have these double standards and this hypocrisy. And it's good that now the people of Uganda are beginning to see. You know, when we talk about these things, some people call it politics. But now it is clear. The image is clear. The wanton abuse of the law. And so we shall keep insisting demanding that these people be free because they have no offense at all. And we are demanding that these ones that have broken the law be arrested because for them they have broken the law. And they have admitted as such. And so we are waiting. Nokulage nowadays talks too much. He talks too much. That which he knows, that which he doesn't know, that which he understands, that which he does not understand, fabricated things. We are waiting for a response from him on this matter. If you arrested the other one simply because they wore something that looks like your uniform, there are these ones that wore your uniform. We are waiting for them to be arrested. And Kulaije, you have about 24 hours to respond to this issue because you talk too much. I hope you will not take long to talk about this particular issue. The second issue is about schools. The school term has opened, and so children are going back to school. But as parents are taking the children back to school, it is such a huge burden on them. I'm sure you have been monitoring and seeing in the media, in the press, WhatsApp groups and so on, the cost of education, the school fees that is being charged by schools. 3-4 million for some of them, and this is just school fees. And some of these are government schools. We don't understand how this works. In this day and age, the economy is doing poorly, people are struggling, and you want to charge 3 to 4 million, including government schools. And this is just school fees. Because after school fees, there is the requirements. And nowadays schools are interesting. They're asking for crazy things. They're asking for cement, barbed wire, roof, I don't know what, as requirements, school requirements. We have talked about this in Parliament and we are not going to keep quiet. We demand that the Ministry of Education, which is a regulator, which we think has slept on the job, if they cannot do that job, then you either shape up or ship out. It is not acceptable that the ministry can sleep on the job when this is happening in a manner so wanton. Because what happened to regulation? Why are parents being fleeced, as it were? And yes, we do understand teachers have got to be paid, and we are hoping this money actually ultimately goes to pay the teachers, because as school fees goes higher, the salaries of teachers are not going higher. That's the unfortunate bit. So we think that this is not acceptable. The challenge, though, why the regulators are sleeping on the job is because they are also part of this entire scheme. They are players. They have got schools of their own. And maybe that's where the challenge commences from. You find a minister who is meant to be a regulator has got schools of his own. How do you expect that minister to carry out their function of regulation? And all these other government officials, whether it be in the Ministry of Education and elsewhere, they have got schools of their own charging these ridiculous amounts. And little wonder they have decided to keep quiet about this issue. Our demand is shape up or ship out. I hope we are not waiting. You know, government many times waits for people to rise up in arms and then they will take action. I hope we are not waiting for parents to go out and protest. Because they might. They are desperate, they don't have money, and the children have got to go to school. So as the NEP, we are saying this is not acceptable, and we demand that there be regulation. We know, yes, the economy was liberalized, and so when you have private players, they get to operate as they deem fit. But then there should be regulation. So it's not okay that people can do whatever it is that they want, to the detriment of ordinary people. Natandise njogera ku